What's up, guys? We're out here in San Diego for the Junior State Crit Championships.
Yeah, it's at Barrio Logan, and we'll see. Last year we both won our age categories. Hopefully we can do the same. This year we're the younger ones in our category, so it's gonna be an interesting race, but we've got the beautiful ocean behind us, perfect scenery, beautiful day to race bikes, and then we'll be racing the Cat 4-5 after. Not state championships, just a normal Cat 4-5 race. Should be a fun day out here at Barrio Logan. Let's go start the state championships. Here we go.
And we're underway. It's now award ceremony time for the Masters 60 Plus.
Alrighty guys, Barrio Logan, we've got 3 races to break down for you guys. We've got Eli's junior race, my junior race, and then the Cat 4-5. Let's dive into Eli's junior race.
Yeah, and I think we started off with like 20 riders, and there's one other category that raced with me in my category, and man, it was just like, my goal was just to like stay in the front group, not get dropped or anything, and I think kind of wait for the sprint finish.
Yeah, so Benjamin Cousins is a really phenomenal breakaway rider. So you know that you can beat him in a sprint. Was that your goal heading into this?
Kinda, and like we'll see what the race plays out, how it plays out. And you can see like Benjamin's on the front right now. He's pulling.
Yeah, so y'all are rotating really smoothly for like the first quarter, maybe half of the race, but then it's game time. Let's skip ahead to when you make the winning move. Alright, so right here, Benjamin pulls off, and you go to the front now. And so are you like standing up and sprinting, or are you just like rolling on the front and you just get a gap and then you start hammering?
I'm like kind of standing up, and I was taking like pretty good turns, but some of the kids didn't really know how to. And I was like just trying to keep it fast, and then I looked back and I had a gap, so I was like, let's keep going. Let's see how far we can get away.
Yeah, so you get a gap on Benjamin and one of the other Velosport kids, and they're rotating to try and catch you, but you have a phenomenal gap at this point, and you're just holding it so well. You paced it amazing, and you stay away for the win. Post up, junior 13-14 men state criterium champion. Let's go. Nice work, Eli.
Thanks.
How was it racing the juniors?
It was just like I was really trying to keep like my speed up and like trying to pace it, so it's like kind of like a time trial. So it's like I had to get that feel for like the corners and stuff, and trying to keep my my speed and everything.
How did you like this course? A little bumpy on the backside.
Yeah, and it's like it's got a little kicker on the backside where it's really kind of bumpy. And it's like right here is the downhill, and it's like the downhill, it's not flat, I can tell you that.
So phenomenal race by Eli, posting up for the win. Let's go over to my junior race now. So in this race, we are racing with the 15-16 men and women and the 17-18 men and women. So we have a little bit bigger of a field for a junior race. It's like maybe 20-25 riders. And Velosport came out swinging. They had a lot of guys out here, and they used phenomenal teamwork throughout the day. So let's dive in and see how the race played out.
So in this, how are you feeling going into the race, racing against the 15-18?
So I was a little nervous. We're the younger side of our categories this year since we had to upgrade last year. And so I was definitely feeling a little nervous going into this race. And yeah, Velosport just had a lot of guys, and that added the pressure definitely. So but yeah, I was excited to get out here and race my bike with juniors. So Velosport sent a guy up the road. They kept attacking, and finally someone got up the road, and I went to the front to chase it back. No one else would really chase it back, and the Velosport guys were doing what they were supposed to and not chase. And so I get to the front, chase it back, as you can see right here, and then once we catch him, immediately a counterattack goes of like 4 riders, and I don't have the energy to go with them. And so I'm back in the field trying to chase. And yeah, the Velosport kids just kept sitting on my wheel and they wouldn't take any pulls. And so they used phenomenal teamwork. And yeah, I just did not have the energy to chase that breakaway back all by myself. And so that ended up being the winning move that went all the way to the finish.
So right now you're in the field. How are you feeling? Like, are you trying to like attack the Velosport guys to get back onto the field, the breakaway?
Yeah, so I definitely tried throwing in some attacks, but there was always at least one of them on my wheel. And so then I was just trying my best to go as hard as I can to pull it back. But 4 guys working against one, I did not catch them and they just stayed away. And then so now we're coming into like a few laps to go and 1 to go right here. And the Velosport kids are leading it out. And I have just blown up all my energy throughout the day trying to chase. And so I don't really have enough for the sprint. Right here on the right, Diego attacks. And the Velosport kids catch him. And they lead their sprinter out to pass him. But I just did not have the energy left. So I just roll in for 4th in my category, which was not really what I was looking for. But no one else was taking any pulls. But that's how junior racing goes. But still super fun race. We were looking forward to the Cat 4-5 afterwards. Alright, last race of the day, the 4-5. I literally finished the junior race, did 1 cool down lap, and got right back on the start line. We had to switch my numbers really quickly. And so I lined up near the back, which was not the best starting position. It was kind of hard to move up on this course. And yeah, a break went up the road early. We were stuck chasing for the first few laps.
Yeah, and so like it kind of got split into 2, and each like corner you could see them on the next corner, but it's like they were just going too fast, and I was like, people weren't working together in this back group. It was just like every man for himself.
Yeah, so I found myself at the back of the second group, and that is not where you want to be. I had to start moving up. I took some really good corners, was able to weave my way through the pack, and I got to the front of the second group. Eli had thrown down an attack to try and bridge, but he didn't make it, and so he was falling back, as you can see right here on the right. And I'm just putting in a super hard dig for 1 full lap, and I was able to make it up to the first group, but sadly Eli was nowhere to be seen. Eli, where were you?
You had actually kind of like dropped me and like 5 other kids and people, and like we actually got pulled because we were too far back, and that's just like the end of our race.
Yeah, so that really sucks. Now I'm sitting in the front group all by myself, and I just went to the back, and I was just like chilling at the back for most of this race. And then 3 laps to go, and I know I've got to start moving up. And so I get into like near the front. I actually go to the very front, take a pull, and then I'm trying to slot back in, and I slot back in second wheel, which is still way too close to the front. So the dude on the front flicks his arm, and I don't really want to go around to be on the front going into 1 lap to go. So I just sit there, and then a bunch happens, and we get passed by like a few people, but I sprint and slot in like 5th wheel, and then my front cam dies. So we're going all off of the rear cam. But when that bunch happened, a rider came up on my right. We were like in the middle of the road, and he came up and like hooked under my elbow for like no reason and bumped me. There was no reason. He wasn't trying to take the wheel in front of me, and he bumps me and then just keeps going to the front of the race. I thought it was very unnecessary and super dangerous. But last time that happened, I got really scared and slotted back. This time I held my position. So then there's this little climb right before the finish, and as we go up it, everyone starts sprinting. That's where the sprint started, and everyone just keeps sprinting, and the guys are dropping wheels left and right. So I have to sprint around to close the gap, and I make it up to like Tony's wheel just after the last corner, and I'm sprinting for third place. There was a dude off the front for like the final 3 laps. He was insanely strong, and he stayed away. And so I'm sprinting for second or third place, and the second guy got a big gap on the climb. So now it's just down to me and Tony, and I bike throw him at the line for third place. He was shocked. He kind of sat up before the finish line, and I kept sprinting and took third place from him. So, but super fun racing the Cat 4-5 out here at Barrio Logan.
It's so hot out. It was blazing when we were racing. Post-race, after all 3 races, and man, it was just all the wild races.
Yeah, Eli's 2023 13-14 crit state champion. Let's go. And then I got third in the Cat 4-5. The junior race didn't go quite as well. Team Velosport had a lot of guys. They used phenomenal teamwork. Fun day of bike racing.
Yeah, as always.
You know it. Bros ride bikes.
Thank you.